Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Johnny and this is my online zoo. Today is World Penguin Day, and there's no better way to celebrate than taking a look at our very first exhibit, penguins. Let's dive in. Most of you are probably familiar with the emperor penguin. But have you ever heard of their cousins, the macaroni penguin? Or the gentoo? Or what about the rockhopper? There are 18 species of penguin that can be found across the southern hemisphere of the world, in places like Africa, Australia, the Galapagos, and more. But the highest concentration of penguins can be seen in Antarctica and the sub-Antarctica islands. Here, colonies of penguins have numbers in the thousands, hundreds of thousands, or, in the case of Zavadovsky Island, 1.5 million penguins. The island is rarely visited by humans, what with the cold weather, the active volcano, and the stormy seas around its shore, but it is home to the largest penguin colony on Earth, a massive colony of chinstrap penguins. The penguins arrive on the island for their breeding season between October and November of each year. Their nests are kept warm by both mother and father, each taking a shift of about 6 days to watch over the eggs. While one parent watches the nest, the other will go off in search of krill or fish, preparing to feed their young when they hatch. In addition to this huge colony of chinstrap penguins, Zavadovsky Island is also home to an estimated 180,000 macaroni penguins. Where this island may seem like a paradise for these birds, it can also be treacherous. The simple task of fishing in these tumultuous waters can be deadly for penguins and predators alike. Though they have evolved with strong feet and long claws to grip onto the slippery rocks, harsh waves and hefty winds can blow these little guys clean out of the water and back up onto the rocky cliffside that makes up most of the island's coast. Did I also mention the active volcano that looms in the distance? In 2016, Mount Currie erupted and covered the entire island of Zavadovsky in toxic ash. Volcanic smoke filled the air, and because these penguins were in their molting season, they were at their most vulnerable, unable to enter the water to escape as they were missing their thick down of insulating feathers. Due to the island's location and treacherous nature, scientists will never know for sure how impactful this eruption was to the penguin population. But with approximately 1/7 of the world's chinstrap penguins living on the island, it was sure to be quite the blow. But volcanoes aren't the only thing that threatens penguin kind. Throughout the oceans, these little birds face all sorts of dangers. Their main predators are other marine animals, such as leopard seals, killer whales, sharks, and sea lions. This doesn't mean that all hope is lost for these birds. Penguins have evolved with camouflage in the way of black and white coloring that countershades to protect them from predators. If you're beneath a penguin in the water, their white bellies help them blend in with the water's surface, and their black bodies are hard to see if you're looking down from above as they dive down below. Really, penguins are a unique kind of animal. Their bodies are designed to help them glide through the water. They have a pointed beak and an elongated body that are tapered from end to end. These waddling little warriors are agile swimmers. They use their feet and tail like a rudder as they propel themselves forward with their flippers. Where most birds have hollow bones to help aid them in flight, penguins have solid bones that help them swim. Having solid bones helps to reduce the penguin's buoyancy, making it so they won't float when they try to dive. They also have a thick layer of fat for insulation, as well as a coat made of small, overlapping feathers that protects them from the cold Arctic oceans. To waterproof their feathers, these birds have a gland at the base of their tail that produces a natural waterproof oil. Penguins spend time each day coating themselves down with it, especially before they jump in the water. Penguins also have interesting anatomy inside of their mouths. Instead of teeth, these creatures have soft keratin spikes called papillae. These teeth-looking spikes cover the penguin's tongue and roof of its mouth. Because these papillae are pointed back down the penguin's throat, they work almost like a fish trap, hooking the fish in their mouths so they can't get back out. These amazing animals come in all sizes. Smaller species of penguins can weigh as little as 2 pounds, whereas larger breeds, such as emperor penguins, can get up to 88 pounds. That's more than my dog. Here are 5 awesome facts about penguins. Number 1. Untrue to popular belief, there are no penguins at the North Pole. Penguins live almost exclusively in the southern hemisphere, with the only exception being Galapagos penguins. This means that you'll never see a penguin and a polar bear in the same place. Number 2. Humans aren't the only ones who propose when they want to have kids together. Male penguins have been well documented bringing their female partners pretty rocks in an attempt to woo them before breeding. Number 3. Penguins have adapted to drink salt water. Most penguins live in harsh, cold environments where fresh water is few and far between. Penguins have a supraorbital gland near their eyes that filters salt for them, making the ocean water safe to drink. Number 4. Some penguin species can stay underwater for over 25 minutes. Emperor penguins are best known for their ability to hold their breath, with most being able to stay underwater for 20 to 30 minutes without breathing for air. Number 5. Chinstrap penguins are considered to be the most aggressive breed of penguin, which makes their name even more fitting. They're called chinstraps because of the coloring on their head that looks like an army helmet, with the chin strap being most pronounced. The conservation status on a number of penguin breeds is vulnerable or even endangered. Some are threatened by overfishing, oil spills, trade winds, and of course, climate change. Penguins International cites, quote, "Currently, the population trend of the emperor penguin is fairly stable, but their reproductive strategy and natural history are linked to the seasonal sea ice of Antarctica. Predictive modeling suggests that, over the course of the next century, climate change will affect the formation of Antarctic sea ice enough to significantly imperil this species." And also, quote, "As the climate is warming, disease is becoming a bigger issue for yellow-eyed penguins. With increased temperatures leading to increases in mosquito breeding, the threat for disease to these penguins is expected to increase." If you're interested in helping out, there are hundreds of amazing wildlife charities online that could use volunteers and financial support in all of their efforts for penguins and all sorts of other animals. You can visit www.penguinsinternational.org/donate or click the links in the description below to learn how you can make a difference. Did you enjoy today's video? Please leave us a like and hit the subscribe button to be notified whenever new content is available. Our resources are documented through the links below. A special thanks to all the creators who post their original content under the Creative Commons license. Have an awesome fact about an animal you'd like to share? Have a request for another animal you'd like to see covered in one of our videos? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.